I'm going to let the interpreter interpret. So look at the interpreter. Okay. So thank you everyone for coming today for the open meeting of the DCC for January 2026. I hope you had a happy new year and a happy holidays, festivities for you and your family. We have an agenda. I would like to open the meeting that I just did at 3:05, but I'd like to call in the board and who is here today to see if we have a quorum. So I need to have the board members shown and all others turn your video off. Sarah, if you were there, could you turn yourself on? Sarah, are you there? Okay, we have all the board of directors here, I believe. We have myself as the president and the chair of the DCC board of directors. And James Tui, is he here? He needs to be shown. James Tui, the vice president, vice chair for the board of directors. And we have Rachel, our treasurer. She's here. And we have two other board of directors here, Jesus and Sarah. So who is not here is Julio Cruz. Julio Cruz. So I think we have met quorum. So there's 6 board of directors and there's 5 of us here. So we can vote today. Okay. So I'm going to proceed to go forward to approving the agenda. That's the agenda that we have today. I'm going to share it. During the closed meeting, we reviewed this agenda with the board of directors. I need a motion to approve the agenda from a board member. Do I have a motion? I can't see everybody, so I'm going to stop here so I can see if anyone made a motion. Any motion to approve the agenda? Jesus is second. Okay. Okay. Thank you. And do we have any minutes? Yes. Could you share it?
No, I actually don't. I'm sorry. I'll have them ready for the next meeting though.
Okay. Thank you, Rachel. I appreciate that. So the next order of business on the agenda is board of directors report. I'll start with myself as the chair of the board and provide a report. The Deaf Culture Center board of directors has agreed to set up a grant writing team. The grant writing team is necessary in order to find funding to support the initiative that the board of directors would like to pursue, according to our business plan. And so we have a business plan that we will share with the public in the future. Right now, we're in the process of reviewing it and improving it. Today, I'm hoping to hear a motion from the board of directors to reduce um, the line item that need to be removed from the business plan. And so this business plan will help the grant writing team. The grant writing team will consist of screeners. Screeners will be looking for grant opportunities for the grant writer to write. So we have two screeners. Thanks to Katrina and Krista from the community. I appreciate them being involved to help with screening potential grants that meet our priorities. And we also have grant writers. We have one now, but we're open to more. This grant writer, Daisy, and thanks to Daisy, is willing to help with grant writing to find funding for our initiative. And then we have a reviewer, and which is Lynn, and Lynn will be helping to review the grant to provide feedback to the grant writer. And then the screener will communicate with the grant writer to our grantor to make sure that we have a communication set up in order to receive funding. So that's the plan for the grant writing team. The grant writing team right now is small but mighty, and that team will do a good work going forward. And I appreciate them to be able to help find funding to support the deaf community initiative. And that is the Deaf Entrepreneurial Program, and that is the band in the future, and potentially hiring more people to operate a restaurant potentially. I don't know. These are great ideas that we're planning in our business plan, and that has not been approved yet. Once that's been approved officially, we'll be able to report more in depth. So that's the grant writing team report. I'm going to be moving on to the coffee shop. The coffee shop is almost finished. We have some shelves to install. Once the shelves are installed, it will be closed to the public until we get a health permit, until we get staff to operate it. And that can't happen until we have funding. So that's why we have a grant writing team to make sure that we can get that funding in order to open the coffee shop. I don't have a timeline yet and to when it will be open, but I'm hoping sometime later this year. Okay, the ASL classes is ongoing. We have one teacher, AZ Gonzalez. AZ is a wonderful teacher, and we're grateful for her and being able to teach ASL to our community so that we can increase opportunities for communication between the hearing world and the deaf, and so that we can work together to create opportunity for the deaf community to grow and prosper. The board of directors is looking for more board of directors. So if you yourself are interested in being involved with the DCC initiative, we look forward to having you participate by applying online. We have an application process on our DCC website, and we're looking for more board of directors to be involved to help with the initiative that we're going to be doing in the future. Last but not least, we have a filmmaking project that we're doing, and that with a deaf filmmaker named Laura Cook. And we have already started a contract with her to do a documentary about 20 minutes long to talk about the story of Pa. How did Pa Highland Plaza apartment building happen? The affordable accessible housing is the first of its kind in the Southwest area. Maybe in the nation as well, but there are other apartments for the deaf, hard of hearing, deaf blind community in other places. And I'm not certain if they are affordable like we are. I need to do more research, but my understanding is possible that we are the only one. So having the documentary in place would be helpful to explain how it happened, to help other states to create their own. Affordable, accessible housing is very important for our deaf community because we want deaf people to be able to have the opportunity to be neighbors with other deaf people so they can communicate in their language and be able to talk to their leasing agent, their maintenance man in the language that they use on an everyday basis. This reduces loneliness. This reduces isolation. This provides opportunities for accessibility that no apartment typically offer because we go above and beyond the ADA. So this filmmaking project for the documentary is essential for the community so that they understand the story of Pop. So thanks to Laura for doing this project. Okay, if you have any questions, please do let me know. If you have questions, you can put it in chat or send me an email. I'll be happy to answer at any time. That completes my report. I'm gonna see if James Tui, our vice chair, has a report to make. James. James, do you have a report? Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, James. Okay, Rachel, you have a report.
Yes. I'll just make this short and quick because I know sharing the screen is a little iffy on YouTube. But we have the usual deductions that we have monthly. We have Comcast, PNM, insurance. We did have a payment that we sent off for the builders to complete some of the stuff in the coffee shop. And then, of course, our rent for our DCC space is up and we continue to pay that on time. And then, of course, Vancro continues to pay their payment. And that's it.
Thank you, Rachel, for the report. And I appreciate you taking this on. You know, it's a lot of work to do behind the scenes, and we appreciate you. Okay, do we have a report from Sarah? Thank you, Sarah, for sharing that. I appreciate it. Jesus. Okay, so the report completed. We need to have committee report. The next one is volunteer. Sally, are you here? Thank you, Sally, for the report. Do we have any questions from the board for Sally? Any questions from the board? No question? Okay. Well, next here from Jerry, the event coordinator. Jerry? I see Jerry struggling. Okay. I see you now.
James is just adding for everybody that Diego does have a video posted on Facebook if you want to see how the Twinkle Light Parade went. And Jerry's adding that maybe we could share it to the DCC page as well. And Lisa says, thank you so much. I wanted to just add a comment that I did go to the Twinkle Light Parade, and it was really wonderful to see the train go by, and got to see, you know, all my pictures were blurry, unfortunately, but we really did enjoy watching the wonderful parade. It was just really great. So thank you for organizing that and all of the work you did to make that successful. Thank you. And thank you to Lynn as well for his help with that. And Lisa's asking for any questions for Jerry now. No questions, okay. Thank you, Jerry. We really appreciate you. Now we are.
Next order of business is old business. Old business will not be reviewed because we don't have any old business to review today. Unless I'm mistaken. Are there any? No. Okay. Now we'll move on to the new business. Earlier today, we heard a presentation about the business plan. Do I have a motion for the business plan from a board of directors so that we can address it? But before we do, maybe we can ask MJ and Sally to come up and speak a little bit on the importance of the motion that I'm asking you to do. Sally, MJ.
The business plan is related to leading and guiding DCC towards the goal of establishing the entrepreneurial program with the incubator of a coffee shop. So that coffee shop will then later be able to search for a deaf person who wants to become their own business owner and set up their own store for coffee sales or baking. Maybe someone is really good and skilled with baking and they want to sell their things here. We're going to provide that space to be able to do that. So in order to have that ultimate goal of guiding another deaf person to be able to become an independent business owner, we have to have a plan of action. And that plan of action is called the business plan. And in that, it has what we do as DCC as a whole, and then also the other programs that we have, like the ASL classes, the event room that provides weekly movie nights and now is adding pizza. So it's now dinner and a movie. And we've collaborated, thank you to Chris, who has set up a collaboration with Dion's to help with that process. And then it also goes in depth about what the coffee shop will look like, how it will run, and how the entrepreneurial program will run. Because that also relates with our strong collaborations with other large organizations in the city to be able to make this successful. So this business plan becomes our guide. Now, it doesn't stay static forever. This will change. Every year we review it. The executive director, when that person is hired, they will review it every year to be sure that we're on track and that it matches the ongoing goals of DCC. Do you want to add any more, MJ?
We also want to continue focusing on our 3 cares.
4 areas.
4 values.
Areas of educational development and the BED. It's not an actual bed. No, it is actually maintenance education and development for
Yeah,
our
core values that are building education and development.
and empowering program. Empowering deaf businesses to reach their goals. And we really encourage helping our hearing community see our deaf people can do it.
Thank you, Sally and MJ, for your report. I appreciate it. Now I'm asking for a motion from the Board of Director to remove the line item that we can reduce the amount of pages that the business report has because it's outdated information. So please let me know if you have a motion. Anyone want to make a motion?
James saying, I would like to motion to clean up.
Okay, any second?
2 seconds.
Second? Okay. Open for discussion.
James Dewey says, we can clean it up and then.
Thank you. Thank you. More discussion? Jesus?
Jesus, yes, I believe. Make sure we feel good about our concepts.
We want to kind of use our common sense for the edits that we make.
Just to let you know,
And it's
recently the presentation stated that what is removed had been moved to the executive summary. It's not gone, but we can save the information and leave it there, save it, but then we can clean up anyway.
James says we can.
Okay. Sarah, do you have any comments? Okay,
I agree with the update.
thank you.
I'm in agreement with MJ.
Rachel?
No comments here.
Okay, thank you. Okay, discussion, do I hear closed discussion?
James says, I motion to close.
Okay. Motion to close has been heard, so now we are up for a vote. Those who support it, please say aye.
Aye, 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 aye.
Looks like passed my ATL, so we'll go ahead and approve for the reduction of the line that we agreed on to be moved and stayed. And then we will discuss the full business plan the next meeting for approval. So thank you. Any more motion?
No.
Any other motion you want to make? Okay. Do I hear close new business?
I motion to close new business.
Okay. On to the next, which is announcement. Anyone have announcement to make?
No announcements, James Dewey says. Jesus has an
Do
announcement.
you have announcement?
So I'm here watching the NFL.
We've got a group of deaf folks here who love the Broncos. And we're here just kind of hanging out. So you're welcome to join.
When?
Right now,
Oh,
we're
now.
doing it,
Okay.
we are here right now. It's at Casino Downs South. You can go in where the lounge is, and that's where we're here watching the game for the Broncos. So
Thank you.
you can wear whatever your team's gear is.
Thank you for the invitation. Appreciate that. Enjoy your time. Look cool. Okay. Chris, you have an announcement.
Yes, I do. About our signing
Yes, please,
the coffee shop, its name.
go ahead.
So you know that our coffee shop, we've been talking about a lot, but it needs to have a name and a logo. So we are proposing to set up the logo name as a competition open to the public. So anyone in the community can have an idea for the name and logo. You are welcome to have a discussion here. And then we can all vote on the top pick.
I volunteered to take care of like the file and making, the logo and the name official. The deadline for this competition, I need to kind of still establish that and also figure out how
Okay,
much.
well, this is out of order, so I'm gonna have to go back to new business. So if new business, we have to discuss this. So then hold the announcement. Depletion will go back to new business. If you don't mind, any objection?
Jerry says, I have no objection.
Okay,
Business.
thank you. So going back to new business, discuss two things that they're asking from the volunteer group, deadline, and what else? Prizes. Okay. I have a third. Third is whatever the content you vote is final. Could you approach to the board for approval of what the winner is so that we can see it before it goes out? Okay.
Yeah, so I have passed out some flyers. It is also online.
Okay. Good.
There we can pick and decide which name and the logo.
Thank you.
And then the prize winner.
Yeah. MJ.
Yes, so I want to thank Lynn for the fundraising competition.
Chris.
Chris.
Did that again.
Oh, the puppy's so cute, James. How cute. I got distracted.
So I believe that orange flyer said it was around 200 for the competition, but I think it actually should be raised to $1,000 for the winner. So the winner will be really like, wow, $1,000. I think it'd make a bigger impact. Secondly, I remember, Chris, you were talking about when the logo competition will be finished. And will it be on Facebook until February, March? What's the timeline for that?
Okay.
Like, when should we start the competition? Like February 1st, maybe the Friday the 1st. And then when will it end?
Thank you,
Maybe
MJ.
March or
And
so?
we'll have a motion and a discussion about that. But thank you for sharing.
Yes, just those two.
Okay.
Yes, again. When the logo is finished and yes.
Sally.
Prize.
I just wanted to add with that really the reason for a $1,000 prize is to really encourage more people to provide logos. Because past, when we tried to do that, we only had 2 people. submit for the logo design, and the prize before was $200. And also, what will happen when that logo becomes voted on, that becomes an advertisement for that designer. Their name is going to go on it. It will. We can promote that on the website as well. So it really becomes an opportunity for that person that wins to have several things to benefit them, as well as a nice little award of $1,000.
Okay, thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. So I need to hear a motion from the board for several things. One is to have the logo competition include in the motion a deadline that you come up with, the amount that you come up with in the motion, and that it need to be approved by the board of directors in that motion. Okay. The winner competition, that is the final logo, what it'll look like, need to be approved by the board of directors. So I need to have that in part of the motion. Any motion?
James, I offered a motion. Maybe set up the competition logo. For $1,000 prize and the deadline. Maybe I think the springtime. So people have time.
Need an exact date, not just spring.
We needed specific date, Lisa says. Chris?
Chris,
So I motion.
you cannot make a motion. You can make a suggestion.
I suggest.
Okay.
I suggest setting up 1 or 2 months before the coffee shop opens, so we have some time to have our volunteers.
We don't know when the coffee shop will open. We can't give you that estimate. Yes, Dolly.
I would suggest that whatever the time that the board wants to establish, to think about one or two things. One, we don't know when it's going to open. Also, in making shirts, we've noticed that it's a little bit of a delay, and we need the aprons as well. So that's a purchase we have to include. So that means several things are going to be have to purchase. Also, if we're going to include the logo on cups and various things, so that is going to require a lot of time. And then third is, I forgot the third one, but the time limit, if we give a 3-month time for people to design, and then, I mean, we still need a lot of time before the opening of the coffee shop, because we still need not only logos for clothing, but we need to make the sign. Remember, that was part of the original
Yes.
plan.
Yes.
So, and that requires, who knows? I don't know how much time that's going to require.
Okay. MJ.
Yes, so maybe we could start the logo competition February 1st and then continue that on until the end of April.
Okay.
What do you think? That's my suggestion, Chris?
Thank you, Chris.
Yes, I would like to add, MJ, the logo competition should be finished. Maybe we could, the next
It will be
meeting.
March.
March.
And then again, May. So every other month will be open to the public. And that's when we vote. During the month that we're not meeting openly, that's the closed meeting. So next month, February is closed. March is open with closed. So it's like that.
Sally says maybe.
May will be open. Okay, so I'm hearing suggestion for February 1st to end of April. We have an open meeting in May for a vote. Okay, so I need to hear a motion again. Can you rephrase your motion, Jamie?
I motion that the logo competition. I'm a bit confused. Will it be will the logo?
April 30th, lot day.
Okay, April 30th. So I motion that the competition be finished by May or April. No.
With 1,000 award.
With a $1,000 reward.
And be approved by the board of directors in May.
And be approved by the board of directors.
Okay, I heard a motion. Any second?
Rachel seconds.
Okay, thank you, Rachel. And open for discussion.
James says, I don't know when the coffee shop will be open. Maybe we can continue thinking of ideas until May. We can start now.
Well, James, you've already made a motion, so you can make changes to it. You're discussing the motion.
Well, you said discussion.
Discussion about the motion you made. So you want it a little different? You want more? Okay,
You can have other people discuss.
more discussion.
Jerry?
Jerry,
The $1,000 cash prize, I think, will motivate a lot of people to be involved in this competition. Well, that's the hope.
I have one question for Rachel. Rachel, do we have enough money, 1,000, to do this?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I think the timeline looked good. The timeline from February 1st to April 30th give plenty of time. Let me ask Sarah if that's true. Sarah, for an artist to make a logo, is that enough time?
Yeah, 3 months is good.
Okay, thank you, Sarah, for your feedback. Okay, we heard the motion. Do I hear a motion to close the discussion?
James makes a motion to close the
Okay.
discussion.
Now we're up for a vote. Those of you who approve the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Okay, passed by ACL. Thank you. All right, is there any new business that needs to be made? More. Chris, do you have other motion to make that you wanted to consider?
No.
We're done? Okay. Any other? Okay, I need a motion to close new business.
And James says I'll make a motion to close new business.
Thank you. All right, do I have a second?
Sue second.
Okay, thank you. We'll move on to announcement. Any other additional announcement?
James says no.
Okay. So the next thing we need to decide is the next meeting. The next meeting will be a closed meeting is supposed to be just for February. The closed meeting typically is supposed to be the first Wednesday for the board of directors only. Do we want to meet in February? It's just the closed meeting. Do we need it?
Well, James says, let me think. I mean, I know I have a lot happening coming up, so
Do we need a closed meeting to review the business plan?
James is saying yes.
Okay.
I do think we should.
Sally?
If all of the board can read through the business plan and maybe email a response, then we wouldn't need to have a meeting to do, we could do that through email, kind of an
Well, do we need to have a discussion on the business plan in order to understand it? If you read it on your own, are you able to feel okay with that?
James, I do prefer to do both, read it and then discuss it together in a
Okay.
meeting.
So let,
So everyone can, be on the same page.
okay, because the plan is we need to
Disagree.
review the business plan to approve it in March. That's the plan. So, okay, so if we meet in February, we typically have met in person or online on February 5th. Not February 5th, whatever date that is. Let me look. So it would be February 4th, Wednesday evening if you want to meet Zoom
Oh,
in
I
person.
cannot on
You
February
can't.
4th.
Okay. February 11th. And February 11th can't.
Sarah says she
Okay, how about the 18th? It's 18th.
Sarah can on the 18th.
18th work for you? 18th,
Works for Jesus.
Rachel. Okay, do you want to meet on Zoom or in person?
James is voting for Zoom. Sarah says, well, depends on, I guess, sickness,
Okay, we can wait until we get closer to the 18th to make a decision, online or in person. We'll wait until we get close to 18th. Okay, so for sure, the 18th in the evening at 7. After dinner. 7, okay, or 6? Which is better? 6? 6 o'clock. Okay, 6 o'clock. Closed meeting to review the business plan. Okay. All right. So we have a plan. So in March, we're going to meet for the public the third Saturday, which is the 21st, March 21st, Saturday. Is it spring break? Anyone know? March 21st is the third Saturday. Is that a spring break week? I don't know.
Sarah says yes.
Bless you, Rachel.
Thank you. Maybe the last week in March, Sarah proposes.
I'm out of my son's spring break is
I can't do that, Rachel says.
March 27th. I'm going to be away for the week on a trip. So the 21st and 3rd Saturday, please let me know if there's a conflict because we're going to be making an announcement to the community. Should we go ahead with the 21st? Yes or no?
I think 21st is fine, Sarah says.
'21st?
Jesus is available for that. Sarah's fine with that.
Is ASLA okay during that time? Okay.
We're good with that.
Okay, ASLA does not have a spring break at that time. 21st is fine.
Sarah says, my daughter's in town that week, but
Okay.
it would be no problem.
Okay, let's go ahead with the 21st. We'll be closed at 2 to 3, open 3 to 4, social 4 to 5 at the DCC. Hopefully it will be open for the public to come safely. Okay. Chris, I hope you got that information.
Just to be clear, Chris says, so February 1st through April 30th with a $1,000 prize. We're going to vote at the May open meeting.
May 21st.
And
Wait a minute, I don't know May.
For that open meeting.
May 16th will be the next open meeting. May 16th.
What were you all talking
21st
about?
March.
21st. Oh, that one's in March.
The next meeting. But to vote the logo in May 16th later.
Yes. Okay, gotcha. Okay,
Yes.
so same kind of schedule as today. 2 to 3 is the closed meeting.
And social 4 to 5. Okay. Clear. Okay. Are we done?
Yes, Chris, get on over here.
Okay, we're going to adjourn now at 3:55 p.m. I want to thank the interpreters for interpreting the hour. I appreciate you being here. And thank you all the volunteers, and thank you